Alrighty, looks like we good. Hopefully, let's see. Always got to look for it on the phone first to make sure that we can see comments and all that other good stuff. And we're good there. All right, cool. Boom, boom. Awesome. All right, let's see. Boom, boom. Cool. All right, guys. Happy Hump Day. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I know this is kind of a little bit of a earlier webinar than I normally do, but I've been doing a lot of work on the back end, kind of getting ready for 2019, getting ready for the new year. I hope you guys are getting ready for the new year as well. I've talked about it in the past about writing down your goals. So hopefully you guys have a notebook, some paper, and you guys are writing down some of the things that you want to accomplish in 2019 as we head into the new year. Now, obviously, we still have a little over a month to go, but you don't want to wait till the last minute. You don't want to force out any goals that realistically aren't what you truly want. So I want you guys to start thinking of those things now. But one of the main things that I want to talk about right now specifically is why. Like, what is your why? Why do you want to do the things that you do? So if you want to make money online, if you want to make money from home, if you want to travel the beaches of the world, if you want to buy an exotic sports car, you want to buy a big home, you want to, whatever it is that you want to do with your business, whatever it is that you want to accomplish with your business, all right, whatever those things are, there's got to be something that pushes you, whether you realize it or not. Whether you realize it or not, there's got to be something that drives you. Now, a lot of times when people sign up for an online business, a lot of times when they do that, it initially at the very beginning or before you sign up, maybe just after you sign up, or even as you get going, a lot of times for most people, it's about the money. People sign up for an online business or to build their own business, whether it be a brick and mortar store or whether it be an online business. People get started and they create their own businesses for a very specific reason. Now, in the beginning, like I just said, a lot of times for folks, it's about the money and they want to earn a lot of money, but you got to look at it and you got to start digging deep. And this is what we're going to talk about. And this is some of the things that I want you to think about. A lot of times when people do that, it's what the money is going to provide, which is the real reason why some people get involved in an online business. So in our case here, in our team, in our group that we're in right now. So as an example, if you guys are catching the replay here and you guys are catching this on YouTube, please do me a favor. Number one, hit the subscribe button down below, and also make sure that you click the link below this video and get into our Facebook group so we can help you guys win, give you guys the tools, tips, trainings, knowledge, and all that other good stuff to win building a business online. So what I want you to think about is this. Let's say that the average person, or not even the average person, let's say in any home USA, any home in the world, whatever it is, if an extra $1,000 a month, what would that do for you and your family? All right, just I'm not talking tens of thousands, hundreds, thousands, like big crazy money. I'm talking just $1,000, an extra $1,000 a month. If you and your family had an extra $1,000 a month, what would that do for your lifestyle? What would that do for your family? What would that do for your bills or whatever else, whatever's going on in your life? Would that help you? So a lot of times when people start an online business, they're doing it because they want an extra $1,000 a month, an extra $100 a month, an extra $500 a month, whatever that dollar amount is. Some people want a little more. Some people want to, they want to work from home. They want to live the quote laptop or Wi-Fi lifestyle. They want to be able to travel the world. They want to be able to go, travel and see things and do all those cool things, which is great. It's great ambition. It's great to have that. But, obviously you got to set that dollar amount a little bit higher if that's something that you want to do. Now, what I want to ask you guys is this, and this is what I want you to think about. This is what I want you to start writing some of this stuff down. If you truly want to uncover your why, if you truly want to really give yourself almost a tool, if you will, give yourself a piece of ammunition, something that you can use that when times get tough, when you're getting a lot of rejection in your business, when you're, not sure what to do, when you're thinking about quitting, you can have this tool. You can have this piece, this thing that's locked in your heart, locked in your brain that you can use to keep going, to keep driving you forward, to make sure that you never quit, you never give up on yourself, and you never give up on your family. And that, my friend, is your why. Now, like I said, a lot of time when people first get involved, your why is, it's about the money. People sign up because they want more money. So let's do an exercise. Okay. I want you to do an exercise with me. Let's say that you want to earn an extra $1,000 a month. All right. And people say, hey, why'd you sign up? Why'd you get started? Well, I want to earn an extra $1,000 a month. All right, cool. So what you can start doing is at the top of a piece of paper is you can write down $1,000. Okay. You can write down $1,000 and think about, all right, what if I had an extra $1,000 every single month? What would that do for me? All right. So think about that. Get that in your head. Write that down. What if I had an extra $1,000? Now, you guys can use 1,000, or you guys can use any dollar amount that you want, right? So with that $1,000, now you got to ask yourself, and think about this. If you have kids like this, I have a son. If you guys have kids that, sometimes they can be a little annoying, and you've always been around that kid. Maybe you were this kid when you were younger too, but that little kid that always asks why. No matter what answer you give them, they're saying, why? Why is the sky blue? Because it is. Why? Why is the grass green? Because it is. Why? And they ask why? So you're going to do that in this exercise. So you want $1,000. That's initially what you want to make. Why do you want to make an extra $1,000 per month? Well, if we had an extra $1,000 per month, this is just an example. If we had an extra $1,000 per month, we would have a little more breathing room at the end of the month, so we could pay our bills, but we could also have maybe a little bit of extra money left over at the end of the month. So that would give us a little bit more breathing room. Cool. All right. So that's under your $1,000. Now you're going to write, a little bit of breathing room or whatever it is that you want to write down. Now you have to ask yourself, you have to be like that kid, and you have to ask yourself, why do I want, or why do I need a little extra breathing room at the end of the month? Okay, so I want a little extra breathing room at the end of the month because right now money is really tight. Right now, we're barely making enough to get by, and it's not giving us the money that we truly need. It's not giving us the money that we truly need to get all our bills paid and then have a little flexibility to, do some of the things that we want to do as a family. All right, cool. So again, now that you've written that down, now you have to, again, just like that little kid, you have to ask yourself why again. Why do you, want to do more things as a family? Why do you want to have more and more breathing room? What does that mean to you, and why is that important to you? Well, we want to have more breathing room, and we want to have more time as a family, and we want to feel that weight off our chest as a family, because realistically, we're putting so much time and effort into making money with our 3 jobs that we're working as a family, significant other, spouse, whatever it is. We're working so much, we just don't have the time that we want to spend with each other. And we're always stressed. We're always worried about money. We're always, focused on running out a month before we run out of money, or, vice versa. And that is really important to me. I want to make sure that I have enough time every single month, every single day, every single week with my loved ones, and we're not as stressed, so we can truly, get to enjoy each other and spend that time together. Well, now you have to be like that kid again and ask yourself, why is that time so important to you? Well, when I really think about it, that time is really, really important to me, because the time that we do spend together right now isn't quality time. The little time that we do spend together isn't quality time, because we're, again, we're stressed, we're fighting, we're always fighting about money, we're fighting about, time, we're fighting about not having enough time to do this, we're fighting because we're stressed, we're fighting because we're emotional. And I want to eliminate that. I want to have that loving relationship with my significant other or spouse, and I want to be able to provide, and I want to be able to spend quality time, build better relationships, and really have my family as a focus point. And, again, why do you want to have your family as a focus point? Well, again, at the end of the day, I know I can be a better person. I know I can be a better provider. I know I can do those things that I'm capable of doing. And I know I can be that family man. I know I can be that father. I know I can be that support for my significant other or spouse. And I really want to, be able to enjoy the things that we want to do as a family because of having the time, having the freedom, having the financial freedom, and living that type of lifestyle. And really, guys, what this exercise is all about is asking yourself why enough times that you can really drill down to the core of what is really going to drive you. And then once you keep drilling, just, picture almost like a funnel. Once you keep asking why enough times and you keep drilling down and drilling down and drilling down as to why do you really want that extra $1,000 a month? Why do you really want that extra 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, whatever it is? Why do you want that money? What is it going to provide for you? So by doing this exercise and asking yourself why enough times, once you have that, now you can write that down in your notebook in big, bold letters. And what I would even suggest you do is you run out to Staples or an office supply store or whatever it is and go get a big cork board. Go get like a 2 by 3 foot cork board and get a vision board and put that why, whether it's your family, whether it's your significant other, whether it's your kids, whether it's, that reason that you just wrote down, whether you can put that into picture form or you have to physically write it or, type it up and print it out on a piece of paper, take that why and put that in the very center of your vision board. And now you can start putting all your wants and desires and goals and aspirations and everything else all around that why, with that why being the very center. And I'm going to give you guys a very quick example here. Okay. Give you guys a very quick example is that, my why, this is my vision board right here. Okay. This is my vision board right there. And my why, which is my family, is right in the center of that vision board. And then of course, surrounding my family there is all of the things that we want to do and all of the places that we're headed. Some of the things on there we've already done. Some of the things we've already accomplished, but guys, the point is you want to be able to take your why, understand it, know what it is, and also realize this too, and this is very, very important. Realize that fully understanding your why and really getting down to it and knowing truly, deeply what your why is, it might take you a little bit of time. Because for me, when I first got started, when I first started building a business online a little over a couple of years ago, it was about the money. It was about the money. And I didn't have that aha moment. And it took having an aha moment to really understand what I'm actually doing this for. And once you get that, I can promise you this, and this is really kind of the whole point of this webinar. This is the whole point of what we're talking about here. Once you fully understand what your why is, once you fully understand what's going to drive you, what's going to push you along, you'll never quit. You will never, ever quit. You will never, ever give up because you now understand your why. And that's really what's truly, truly important here. Once you understand your why, when you get started, you start an online business, you're never, ever going to quit because you're going to have your why. You're going to have that push motivation that when times get tough, when money gets tough, when, whatever, insert your excuse here, whatever that is, it's only going to be a little blip in time. And then whatever that obstacle is, whether it's money, whether it's, time, those are the two biggest excuses right there, money and time. So whatever that excuse is for you, if you truly understand your why, that little blip, that little small fraction of time, whether it be failure or, money, time, whatever it is all it's going to be is a little bump in the road. And because you understand your why, because you've made that decision, you've drilled down, you understand what your why is, all you're going to do is you're going to go right around that obstacle. And this has happened to me before, and so whatever that obstacle is, if you know and understand your why, you're going to smash through that wall. You're going to go over it, under it, around it, whatever way you got to do, but you will keep going. You will find a way to win if you know and understand your why. So take that exercise that I just showed you and do that. You might have to do that a couple of different times, but you might have to do that a couple of different times, a couple of different ways. Sometimes your answers might change along the way, But that is a great exercise that you can do to, at first, you know, I signed up because I want to make X amount of money, or I want to spend more time with my family. And then start asking yourself why. Every step of the way, every time you write an answer, ask why. Why is that important to you? Why do you want that answer? What does that mean to you? And then write down the next answer and the next answer and the next answer, and really drill it down until you can't go any further. And then once you get there, once you lock that in and you understand that, now you have something to build off of. Okay. So I hope that made sense to you. I hope you guys got some value out of that. If you did, please do me a favor. Give me some likes, hearts, loves, whatever. As always, guys, if you're watching this, the replay, you're catching this on YouTube, and you did get some value out of this, do me a favor, drop a comment down below, or if you're in our Facebook group here, drop a comment down below and let me know your thoughts if this was helpful for you. And if you are on YouTube, please, again, like I mentioned before, click the subscribe link down below, and below this video is going to be a link to get into our Facebook group so you guys can catch these lives whenever they happen, and which is many times a week. And we always try to provide you guys with the tools, the knowledge, the training that you guys need to win and succeed online. So as always, guys, I hope you guys got some value out of this, and I will see you guys very, very soon on the next live video. Stay tuned. Later this week, we got another bunch of trainings coming and another bunch of cool tips and knowledge for you guys, because literally just kind of been on fire with as we're shaping up for the new year, heading into 2019. There's a lot of great things going on. So I will see you very, very soon on the next live video, and I will always see you on the leaderboard. Have a good night.